Sham, looking amazing.
Thank you, Ryan.
Why are you out here today?
I'm just out here to be in West Hollywood because, you know, we have our freedom now and why not enjoy it? So I went to the Abbey real quick and, you know, I'm just running errands like in town. It's nice to be able to kind of breathe today because the fires have been, like where I live, the fires are crazy, so.
I just want to talk about, you know.
I love your hair, girl.
Oh, thanks, honey.
The political candidates who you could choose this year, Biden or Trump. Who do you think has the best interest for the LGBTQ community?
Is that a trick question?
No.
It's pretty obvious who has the best interest. I mean, Trump's voting record, he already supported, you know, a horrible measure that would have been like detrimental to the LGBT community. So, you know, I mean, Obama's the one that ushered in gay marriage, right? So, I mean, you have to remember, Biden was part of his team, and Biden may have had a bad voting record before, but he's switched. People can change, you know what I mean? Hillary was the same. She didn't support gay marriage, and then she did later. So people can change their hearts and minds. The fact that Trump still aligns himself with the insane Christian right who hates us, it's a no-brainer. It's obviously Biden.
What do you say to the people? I've interviewed a lot of people from the LGBTQ who are going to vote for Trump. What do you say to those people?
You mean Ricky Rebel? Because that's the only one that I can think of. I think that those people are severely. I mean, Ricky Rebel's a whole nother story, but the anybody who's LGBTQ who is voting for Trump has been brainwashed. I mean, plain and simple. Like, the internet is full of misinformation, and when you go on Facebook, when you go on YouTube, it's really easy to see these videos that can convince you of things that just aren't true. As far as people like Ricky Rebel and Joy Villa are concerned, those people have been trying to get famous since the late 80s, so suddenly they found something that gave them attention, so that's why I think that people that are public, that are LGBT are coming, you know, towards Trump because it's, you know, it's so weird, like that the news just like writes about it, you know what I mean? But I think that that is the worst kind of fame whoring that I've ever seen because you're basically a traitor to your community, you know what I mean? And you're valuing fame over like what's good and what's right for your community.
What would you say to people who are like on the fence if they're LGBTQ? To go on the Biden side or stay away from the Trump side?
I'm going to just say to everybody who's on the fence, okay? Ask yourself these questions. Is your life better today than it was 4 years ago? Do you feel safer than you did 4 years ago? Are race relations better than they were 4 years ago? That's what you need to ask yourself. It's not about really who you are, LGBT, whoever. People need to really ask themselves these questions. And look where we are now. It's such a different place than where we were 4 years ago. We were much better. I mean, and as far as coronavirus is concerned, people need to research and know how the Obama administration handled Ebola, okay? He like mobilized the whole world to get behind this problem. He didn't go say it's, you know, the China virus, or he didn't isolate ourselves, you know what I mean? Because what people are missing in all this is that America is the glue that holds the world together. And when America goes missing from the world, which is basically what happened with this America first, America only attitude, the world is falling apart. You can see authoritarian leadership popping up in all sorts of countries. I mean, it's no coincidence. It's because people follow the lead of America. So, you know, we really need to turn this around. Am I optimistic? No, I'm a pessimist. Like, I really think, unfortunately, that Trump is going to win. I really do. And when Trump wins, all you can do is stop fighting. You know what I mean? We all need to get along. You know what I mean? And I think all these riots, all these things that are happening are wrong. You know what I mean? People need, I totally support Black Lives Matter. I totally, you know, at the same time that I can support Black Lives Matter, I can also support the police. You can have nuance in these issues. You don't have to be like, you know, black and white. I support law and order, but at the same time, I acknowledge that there's a major problem going on with police enforcement when it comes to race. And the more melanin in someone's skin, the harder time they're gonna have. All you have to do is look at the prison statistics to see how many African Americans are incarcerated. And it just doesn't make sense. It's just too high of a number.
You were in the Trump rally. How was that?
The Trump rally, everybody that saw that, like my mom saw it, and all these people were like, that was frightening, we're so scared for you. I was not scared at all. I am not scared of like people and their opinions, you know what I mean? What scares me is the direction that we're headed as a country. What scares me is the divisiveness. What scares me is that people think that they need to like cause violence for their beliefs, or whatever side you're on. I mean, a criminal is a criminal no matter what. Like people were saying certain sides started the fire. It doesn't matter what side you're on. Whoever started that fire is a fucking criminal. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. A criminal is a criminal. So, you know, that's what scares me.
What did you do with the painting?
The painting's at my house. If somebody wants it, just email me.
Where do I contact you at?
You can hit me up on like Instagram. That's probably the best way. Sham Ibrahim and the number 1. My name is Sham, like shampoo, no poo, and last name Ibrahim, Ibrahim.
What's going on with the YouTube series?
Oh, okay. So we're on season 2 of Celebrity Truth. It's been amazing. We took it to Las Vegas and we interviewed Derek Barry and Nebraska Thunderfuck from RuPaul's Drag Race. And it was so cool. I love working with Heather. Heather Chadwell's from Rock of Love, if you guys remember that show. She was the star of that show, and she's amazing. She's been a great partner. We've done so many great interviews. So, you know, I was really excited to be a part of that, and it was exciting to kind of have work and something to do during this downtime because everything shut down. So I'm the kind of person that just like can't sit still. I have like, you know, like OCD, so I need to work all the time. So I just kind of, you know, Heather and I kind of created that project in order to have something to do during all this time, and I'm very proud of it.
Just lastly, did you have anything off your chest? It's a Monday. Anything just anything annoying you?
Besides my boobs, let's think here. You know, honestly, I just want to tell people, like, whatever side you're on, just start loving each other a little bit more. That was a little bit wrong what I said in the beginning about Ricky Pebble. Like, I'm sorry, Ricky. I didn't mean to be such a bitch, but I wish, Ricky, that you would kind of put your community first instead of your fame.
Here's the thing. There's nothing wrong. You're in America. Say what you want to do.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I'm really going to go off on people. The Kardashians are canceled. It's a new era, honey.
I'm just saying, like, people are saying, don't say this, don't say that, don't film this, don't do that. I'm like, do what you do.
I think that's what people do need to do, actually. We need to remember that we do have freedom of speech, and that we should have dialogue, and we should talk to each other. You know what I mean? That's the thing that I really think is missing in all of this. You know what I mean? I often learn the most from people that are just completely different than me. You know what I mean? If I try to just hang out with people that are like me, it doesn't really, you know, what's the point? There's 8 billion people in the world, and you can learn something from everybody. So I think people need to talk more, and I definitely want to encourage the wearing of the mask. Okay, I shouldn't even be standing here with no mask on, but you know.
I didn't want to bring it up, but I just left a face mask protest a second ago.
A face mask protest?
Yes.
That sounds real safe and real smart.
I'm not gonna say bad things about it, but
I mean, that sounds about as smart as the Trump rally that was in Reno, which I'm sure you guys saw that. I mean, that was the scariest thing I've ever seen. Not because it's like 24,000 people indoors with no mask, but the things that Trump was saying, it was so frightening. It's like, what is this like isolationist attitude, and this like the whole speech was like him attacking people. You know what I mean? What kind of a leader does that, you know? And Trump, if I can speak to you directly, Trump, I honestly, personally, have nothing against you. I liked you, Trump, when you were on TV. I thought you were great, you were entertaining, you were fun. But Trump, please, just like I was telling Ricky to put the country first, could you do the same and just step down, honey? Just step down, because look where we're at, you know what I mean? And you have to take responsibility, President Trump. You have to take responsibility. I mean, you can't sit there and blame every governor and everybody for everything that's going on right now. Some of it is on your shoulders, and you have to bear that responsibility. People like me would have a lot more respect for that than blaming everybody else. So Trump, this is my olive branch to you, okay? I kind of just, you know what I mean? move out of the White House tomorrow, please.
What was your Instagram and Twitter again? If people want
My
to contact you.
Instagram is Sham Ibrahim and the number 1. My Twitter, I don't even know it. I think Sham Pop Art. I don't use Twitter, but like, if you really want to find out about me, just do a Google search. Sham is my first name. My last name's Ibrahim with the I. It's like Abraham with eyes. Look me up and you can see all about me.
Thank you so much, Sham.
Thank you, Ryan.
What's going on, guys? It's Ryan Fu. If you guys enjoyed that video, please smash that like button and also hit that notification bell next to the subscribe button so you guys can be up to date with all our videos. So once again, smash that like button and hit that notification bell next to the subscribe button, and check you guys out later and keep on shocking them, bros.